We've talked a lot about sealing air leaks, but haven't said much about adding insulation. The easiest place to do it yourself is your attic. Your basement would be a natural candidate too, but not necessarily as a do-it-yourself project. So what should people consider if they want to insulate their attic?
Well, the first thing to think about is whether or not they're up for the task. They need to have gloves, older clothes, a dust mask, eye protection.
Okay.
They need to be careful they don't put their foot through their ceiling or bang their head against a nail sticking through their roof.
Yeah.
Now, if they're not up for that kind of work, it's easy to call a contractor. You can find them in the yellow pages. You can get several estimates. The cost is relatively inexpensive, and they can usually knock out a job in about a half a day or so.
Well, if you're still with us and haven't picked up the phone to call in a professional contractor, then here are a few tips to get you started.
The places you want to insulate in your attic are the floors and any walls that have living space on the other side of them. When you go to the store, you're going to see 3 kinds of insulation that are good for attics: loose fill cellulose, which has to be blown in, fiberglass rolls or bats, and rigid foam board, which is good to cover big air leaks and insulate the backs of knee walls and attic hatches. If you want to use blown cellulose, it's a 2-person job, and you'll need to rent equipment from a home improvement center. It's easy to fill open holes and tricky spots with this product. However, bats or rolls might be easier for a flat, simple space. Once you know the length of the space you want to insulate, use a utility knife to cut the fiberglass insulation.
To do this right, it can be complicated. A good professional would use high-tech diagnostic tools and professional insulating equipment. But before you call in a pro, it's a good idea to learn as much as you can. And the more you do yourself first, the less you should have to spend. Let's go downstairs and do more home sealing.